This research as well discussed customers, our segmented customers between regulars, first users, those who accepted, declined, and were denied the reservation. And those 68% were a mix of regular and first users of that chain. However, they were part of those who declined a reservation offer because of price, and they have denied an offer, and when they were suggested with an alternative, they did not take it because of, as well, pricing. Yeah. So price had affected their reference because it did not match the price they were willing to pay at that time. And therefore, when asked in the interviews, they said that they would have gone to the competition at once. So either shopped for better prices or directly booked with the competitor, where maybe they could find a cheaper price or a price that could answer their willingness to pay.
This is actually very important here, because when I saw the comment that 68% of people unlikely to purchase, I was really worried. Number one, because I know statistically 18% of people only go back to the same hotel. Not like 10 years ago when the loyalty programs was working fine and people always went back to the hotel. But what Ms. Rania here told us from her study is when you reject a customer or you give them a high price, and what we call it, we denied them availability because of price or because of real physical availability, we have to explain to them that it is high, unusually high, because of high demand, because of a certain reason. Then people don't tend to walk away to your competitors because they think that that's your price benchmark. You are an expensive place, even though in some days you really need that business and it could be purchased at a much lower price.
Yes,
is that clear?
Actually, some of the customers, when interviewed, they just said that they wouldn't like to think that the hotel is trying to be opportunistic with them and just increase their prices for no reason. So whenever there was a reason associated with the price increase, they would perceive this increase as fair and they would understand. But as long as they don't perceive that the hotel company is trying just to increase their prices to increase their profits, so that kind of opportunistic behavior wouldn't be perceived positive by customers, and they would just stop purchasing, or they would not attempt to purchase in the short term with the company.
Okay. Fair enough. Any questions for Ms. Haddad before we go? One by one, please. Not all of you together. No questions? So, don't you feel it's very strange that people go to the same trip, purchase two things with almost similar needs, airline and a hotel, and they accept all the scary restriction of airlines? When you buy the ticket for €500 2 weeks in advance, and then 3 days before you go to the same site, same destination, same airline, and you find it for 150? Can you complain? No. Can you return your tickets of €500? Mostly no. Can you change it? You're going to pay a lot more. And they will say, if you want to even change it, we're going to apply the new price. And we all accept that. Even us as hotelier when we travel. But then when it comes to our business, we want to serve the customer on behalf of the profit. And we say, okay, revenue management really is not good for customers, but really you have to be in business, isn't it? You have to make money. So consumers don't like it, but I think the result of Ms. Haddad's search or research is we need to explain to people why. We need to give people alternative. So if somebody come and say, can I have this date, and this date is very expensive, said, actually, it is expensive because we are busy and this is the price, but if you come in that day, 2 days after, you get much better price. Any of us do that? Any of our reservation people do that? It's hard. So I think this is really important to avoid the negative feel that people get from being rejected in the hotels. Okay? Back to you.
Yeah.
So as no questions, we would like to thank Ms. Rania.
No, there is
Somebody there, please.
Hi.
Hello, I'm the owner of a bed and breakfast here in the neighborhood of Florence. I agree with you with the need of giving information to the guests about the reasons for we decide a price or another. But how do you think it's better to inform the guest when exactly? When do you think it's better to inform about our reasons directly on our website, or later during the email exchange when he already decided to book with us? When is the right moment to give this information, in your opinion?
Well, through the research, it appeared that customers, whenever they're attempting to make a reservation, the price at that time plays an important role in their decision making. Therefore, if they're attempting to make a reservation online through the website, it would be advisable to have the rate description and why is the rate as such on the site at the time when they see the rate. Or if they're doing it directly with the hotel property, then the reservation agent is advised as well to provide description about the rate and what is the reason behind the rate increase, and specifically not when it's decreased. When it's decreased, it's always welcomed. But whenever it is increased or unusual, it is advised that the information is provided to customers constantly whenever they're attempting a booking. However, in the pricing, whenever the hotel communicates its pricing information, they could provide through emails that they're applying such a practice, which is revenue management, whereby the price is going to fluctuate based on several events or factors that could take place throughout the year. So that customers do understand why, whenever they're attempting to purchase on several occasions, they might face a different price on different occasions. And so that they don't, they perceive this practice as fair. Because once it is perceived as fair, their behavioral intentions or their loyalty towards the company will increase, which will lead to higher profitability to the company. And this is why the whole equation becomes important.